Bonjour everyone, welcome back to the Student Helpline. My name is Herina and I'm your guide to studying abroad. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button because we bring you insider tips, honest reviews, and real student stories from all around the world. Everyone dreams of studying in France, but is it as glamorous as it sounds? Today, you're gonna find out. Today, we're gonna deep dive into something many of you have asked about. What is student life actually like in France? From academics to culture to food, challenges, and even part-time jobs. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to expect as an international student in France. Let's start with academics. That's what you're here for. France is home to some of the world's most prestigious institutions like Sorbonne, University in Paris, École Polytech, Sciences Po, and HEC Paris. But the beauty of France is that you do not have to limit yourself to Paris. Cities like Lyon, Toulouse, Montpellier, Lyon, and Bordeaux are filled with excellent universities that also offer a more affordable lifestyle. Now, what makes studying in France different? The teaching style is a mix of structured lectures and independent research. The professors really value critical thinking and creativity. They want you to challenge the ideas, not just memorize them. And if you're in fields like fashion, art, culinary studies, or mind management, trust me, France is like a dream come true. But here's something important. Classes may not always be as easygoing as in some other countries. Professors expect you to be self-motivated. It's not about spoon-feeding anymore, but developing independence. And this prepares you beautifully for the global job market. Now let's move on from classrooms to daily life. A typical student day in France. In the mornings, classes or lectures would start somewhere around 8 to 8:30. In the afternoon, you might want to grab lunch with friends, often a 3-course meal at university canteen called a CROUS restaurant université, which costs around 3 to 4 euros. Now evenings. This is when the real magic happens. Students gather in cafes, parks, riverside spots, just relaxing, debating ideas or sharing stories. This lifestyle is much more relaxed compared to fast-paced countries. The French value quality of life. So don't be surprised if shops close early or if people take their time during meals. It's all about balance. Now, let's talk about where students live. Accommodation is one of the biggest decisions, and here's the main options. First, CROUS residences. These are student halls run by the government. They're the cheapest options, often costing around 150 to 400 euros per month depending on the city. Private apartments. If you prefer independence, renting an apartment is common in Paris. This can be pricey, around 800 to 1200 euros just for a small studio. But in smaller cities, you can find places just for 400 to 600 euros. Co-location, which are shared flats. Really popular among students, sharing with 4 roommates reduces costs and helps you make friends. Next is homestays. Staying with a French family can be a cultural experience. You learn the language faster and get home-cooked meals, but it's less common for the older students. Talking about transport, good news, France has one of the best public transport systems in Europe. In cities like Paris, you've got the metro, RER trains, buses, and trams. Monthly student passes like the Imagine Our card cost around 40 euros, and in smaller cities, you'll pay even less. And let's not forget, as a student, you're probably going to travel across Europe too. Thanks to the budget airlines and trains, you can take the weekend trips to Spain, Italy, Belgium, or Germany. Imagine studying in Lyon and heading to Switzerland for the weekend. Pretty awesome, right? Food in France isn't just food, it's a culture. Students often cook at home to save money, but every now and then you'll want to treat yourself. Cafes are everywhere. A small espresso may cost just around 1 or 2 euros, and it's common to sit for hours chatting with friends. Boulangeries are lifesavers. Fresh bread, pastries, sandwiches, and all at student-friendly prices. Thinking about your social life? Students in France love evening gatherings, from wine and cheese nights with roommates to student association parties. There is always something happening. Sports clubs, art groups, and cultural associations also bring students together. And don't forget, France is a country of festivals. From La Fête de la Musique in June, to Christmas markets in December, to national holidays with fireworks, you'll never run out of cultural experiences. Now, many students wonder, can I work while studying in France? The answer is yes. As an international student, you are allowed to work up to 964 hours per year. That's about 20 hours a week. Now, a typical job in Paris may include working in cafes or restaurants, tutoring in English, internships or part-time office work. Hourly pay is around 10 to 12 euros, which is enough to cover groceries or pocket expenses. But remember, your main focus should still be academics. Of course, life isn't perfect in France. Here are some real-time challenges students face in France. First, language barrier. Even if your classes are in English, daily life isn't. Imagine going to the post office or explaining an issue to your landlord. French really helps. Without it, things can get frustrating. Second, cost of living in Paris could be expensive. Rent, transport, and dining out can drain out your budget quickly. Smaller cities are much more affordable. Third, bureaucracy. Paperwork can feel endless. Applying for housing aid, renewing your visa, or registering for healthcare involves a lot of forms. Patience is the key. Fourth, weather and homesickness. Gray winters and long rainy days can be tough, especially when you're far from home. Many students say that first few months are the hardest, but once you build a circle of friends, it gets much easier. So what's student life in France really like? It's a mix of challenges and unforgettable experiences. Yes, the language, costs, and bureaucracy can be tough, but the cultural richness, social life, and academic opportunities make it all worthwhile. France isn't just a place to get a degree. It's a place to grow as a person, make lifelong friends, and experience the life in a completely new way. And remember, if you're planning your study abroad journey to France, the Student Helpline is here to help you 24/7, helping with applications, visa, accommodations, scholarships, and much more. We have helped thousands of students until now, and we'd love to help you too. So, how do you handle all of this and actually enjoy your time in France? Here are my personal tips. First, learn basic French before you arrive. Even apps like Duolingo can help. Second, do not limit yourself to Paris. Explore smaller cities for affordability and charm. Third, use your student card literally everywhere. Museums, cinemas, transports, and restaurants. Fourth, cook at home and shop in local markets. It's cheaper and healthier. Fifth, travel around Europe while you're there. It's an adventure of a lifetime. So these are all the tips I had for you. Merci for watching. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real-time student stories and study abroad guides. Until next time, au revoir.